Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make personalized Christmas ornaments. This is so cute and it's so nice that you can actually do this yourself or you can do it with your kids. Now what I did is you can buy these letters here and you can get them from Walmart, which they're pretty cheap. You can also get these from Hobby Lobby and Michael's stores, but also everybody has a Walmart wherever you're from. So you can really find these. And whenever I find this, I like to get like a few of them. And when you decorate your ornament, you can do it with, I'm going to do it today with beads. And I'm going to do Christmas colors because I actually want to put this on the tree. But you can actually hang things like this. You can personalize your colors and your decorations just for your room. You can do those really big letters. And then, we're going to paint it. So I'm doing red because of Christmas. But like I said, if you want to do it pink, you can actually put this on a Christmas present. You can put it on the wall, hang it on the wall. You can spell out their names. This is just a really cute, and it's a cheap project that you can do. You can also get a lot of your supplies from the 99-cent store and dollar store. Here, I think I bought this. I know I bought this from Walmart. And they're just different size beads. And these are all one color. And these are actually more like a diamond type of glitter, real shimmery type. Really nice and blingy. And here, I got a bunch of beads from Hobby Lobby. But you can also, and they're all Christmas colors. That's why I like this a lot. So I didn't have to go through the ones that I have and pick out colors. So I knew I wanted to use these colors. So I have a whole big bag of just those colors. Now you're going to use some glue. You can use super glue, but super glue, it dries so fast and it's great to use. But I really like this one because it's neat. It's washable. If you get it on a counter, if you get it on your hands, it's really, really easy to come off and wash. When you're using super glue, it's a little difficult and it gets a little messy with the kids and it's very difficult to get off of your hands. And it dries quick. Usually when you start doing beading, sometimes you want to move it around in different places. And with the super glue, you can't do that. This one gives you time to actually move it around. And then what I do is I just let it dry overnight and then it dries clear. And you won't even see any residue from the glue. So I love this one. This is a good one. You can get it anywhere. Walmart, I recommend this for your crafts, especially for your beading. We want to have some paint. I was lucky. You can get any type of acrylic paint. They have it at any type of craft store. But I was lucky to get this from the dollar store. We had different colors. They had green. Has a little bit of glitter in there. But also just let you know, a tip, you can always add glitter to your paint before it dries. And to me, it gives it a little better effect. When you buy it with the glitter already in it, at least this brand, it's a little thin. And I like for it to go on. I do like to do at least 2 coats of paint. So you get a nice even, because I did the back also here. I painted the back. I didn't put any jewels on the back of it. But you can do that also, and which would be really cute. I'm going to use just a pretty little paper plate, and I'm going to put my glue in. I have, not the glue, but the paint. You can actually put glue in here too, and then use one of these brushes. You can get these like 10 for $1. I mean, these are really cute too. And also very, very inexpensive. You can throw them away, not a big deal. And you would just rub your glue all over, put your glitter or either your beads on. And then I bought some little brushes. Also, I got these from the dollar store. And they came in a pack, actually. So you can get like 5 to 6 brushes for $1 at the dollar store. And it's good for the kids because if they mess them up, it's not a big deal. Now, I do have a workstation here, my little craft area. So I'm going to show you some things and kind of just give you some ideas of some different types of beading, some different things that you can add to your ornament just to make it really cute. Like I said, they have different sizes. They have this. They have all, this is kind of about the size of my hand here. But they have them really, really large, and then they have smaller ones. And then, like I said, you can spell out the person's name. You can just be really creative. You can hang it on the wall. Here I have some more beading here that I got. And I always get them on sale. This is a multi-pack with different colors. And then here you have like the bling. Also, you can add feathers. You can just do whatever you want. And then I have a little area here where I keep all of my small little pieces like this. Like you can even add this type of beading here. I keep everything separate so I know where it is. This is a little bigger, the pearls. I got more packs. I got this type of beading. A lot of this stuff I get from craft stores. You get this type of beading. Just all kinds of cute things. You can even add these type of marbles, these type of beads here. Very, very inexpensive, but very, very cute, different, very creative. Look at that. That's really cute. Sometimes you wouldn't even know what to do with these type of things, but it comes in handy. So when you see this stuff on sale, get it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, this is what we want. This is what I'm going for. And then also you want some ribbon. I forgot about that. If you want to hang it up on the tree, then you want to tie a piece of ribbon on there. In this case with our end, what I'm going to do is on the back of it, I'm going to hook. Be just kind of creative. I'm going to hook something here and then put the ribbon through it. I could tie it here if I wanted to. If you were just going to put it on the wall, you wouldn't necessarily have to do that. But you would have to put some type of piece at the back so it can hook in to hang it up like you would if you had a portrait. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to paint our end here. And it's wood, about this thick. And we want to paint all the sides here, here, and then also on the back. So what I would do is I would paint the top first, then turn it over. After it dries, I would give it at least a couple hours to dry and then turn it over. I would do it on some paper on a surface that you don't care it gets messed up. Turn it over and then paint the back. Usually I wait overnight. Then I start doing my beading on it then. Okay. You want to make sure everything is nice and dry. You won't have to wait too long. Say if you paint this earlier in the day, probably midday at night, it should be pretty dry depending on how many coats. I'm going to do 2 coats at the top and then 2 coats in the back. Okay. This paint here is pretty thick. This one here. And I'm just going to put a little bit. I was being cheap. I'm just going to use a paper plate and I'm going to put it here. You see how thick this is? This is nice and thick. So you don't need too many coats of this. And then I like to use these type of brushes. Like I said, I do use the smaller brushes too when I want to get like in areas like this on the side. But I tell you what, you can use whatever you have and whatever you're comfortable with. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to paint our end. We're going to make sure it's all the way dry completely. Turn it over and then we're going to paint the back. Make sure that's completely dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start our beading. And before I let you go and come back to you, you want to pick some type of beautiful ribbon that you want to tie here. Okay, and this you can actually put it on the Christmas tree, or even you can put a nail in the wall and hook it from there. Okay, so you guys stay tuned and I will be back with you shortly. I have one side done. And when you paint it, you want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, you don't want it lumpy. It looks a mess now because it's messy. But once we let this dry, I would say give it at least 2 hours or more to dry completely. And then we're going to flip it and paint the other side. Okay, and then we'll get rid of this paper too. I have quite a few sheets under here. This is just regular paper, but like I said, you're going to want a surface where you can clean it good and you can get it messy. Okay? This is our first step. Okay, everyone. So as you can see, I've painted both sides and I've actually attached here a ribbon so you can hang it on a tree or on the wall. You can attach your ribbon anywhere. If you want to do it in the middle, that's fine too. Or you don't even have to attach any ribbon. But I do want to use these, like I said, as ornaments so we can hang on the Christmas tree. And you see I did paint the back. And what I did is I looped a piece of ribbon and I stapled it. this staple was already there in the wood. I couldn't take it out without messing up the wood. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some beads here just to hide that. And I also reinforced it with some glue. And then in the loop here, I just looped another piece with a cute bow so we can hang it either on the wall or on the Christmas tree. And that's what I want to do. I want to hang it on the Christmas tree. So now at this point, everything is nice and dry. I painted 2 coats on the front and back. 1 coat may be fine for you. If you just do 1 coat, it won't take as long to dry. So, like I said, I like using this glue, but you can use any type of glue that you want. This one is a lot safer with the kids because, like I said, you know, they can wash their hands. The super glue is a little bit messy and very difficult to get off your hands. But this one, great. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, now we're going to start using our beads here. And any pattern, I like to try to spread the colors out as much as possible. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start putting beads on here. And I'm going to glue them on. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of the bead here. And then I'm just going to place it here. And then in the smaller areas, I have some really small beads here. And there's also a few little bitty beads in here. Like really small beads. You want to use those smaller beads to like fill in the small little areas here. Okay. So you can do any type of pattern you want. You can do the same color. You can mix it up. You know, you can just kind of do this like this. And then these areas where you have space here, you want to place like maybe a smaller bead here like this. And so we're going to glue all of this and we're going to do the whole side. If you would like, you can do the front and back. But if you do that, allow this to dry completely. And then do the back. This glue here is good because you can actually, if you don't like where you put something, you have time to move it. If you use anything stronger, it's going to dry immediately. And that's fine if that's what you like. But whenever I do beading, I like to kind of move things around. Give it time to dry. I would give it at least a good hour or more to dry if you want to also put beads on the back. Okay? Stay tuned. At this point, you see that I'm starting and I'm putting the glue under the bead, and you see how you could still kind of move it because it's not completely dry yet. This is a reason why I like to use this too. And then, like I said, in the little small areas, we put the little small beads, and you can just put it in any pattern that you like. This will dry completely and you won't be able to move it anymore, of course. But then while it's still wet too in these little areas, if you would like, you can sprinkle a little glitter in those areas. And I like to do that too. But you don't have to. You guys, so you see that I put on my beads and it's looking fabulous. And I'm loving it. This was really fun to do. At this point, I didn't put anything on the back. You would let this dry completely and then turn it over and bead the back. What I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave the back without beads. But now, just to be extra, I'm going to take a little small paintbrush and I'm going to put a little glue on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in these little bitty areas here where it's just the paint, just a little bit, not everywhere, and just put a little glitter in some areas, not all over. I don't want to get the glitter in the beads. I just want to get the glitter like maybe in these little areas in between. And not even everywhere, just to give it a little bit of highlight a little bit. You can kind of see where it's still drying. And I'm just going to put a little glitter, just a little bit, to give it a little extra sparkle. Okay, everyone. This is the finished product. Look how beautiful and blingy it is. And so easy to make. Like I said, this is a great idea to do with your family and your kids. And all you need is a few items. It's very affordable. I actually did too. So beautiful. Well, okay, everyone. Remember, give me a like for this video and don't forget to subscribe. Have a blessed holiday. and a happy new year.